what's happening is a lot of these game developers, they don't know what they're doing. Honestly, they do not know what they're doing, right? They're listening to the wrong people. They're hiring consultancy groups that don't know what the heck they're talking about. Okay, because they're trying to push this modernization agenda, right? So what's happening is the game devs, many game studios now are focusing on the politics of their agendas, right? Instead of prioritizing what makes a good game and why, right? That those two questions are very important. And on top of that, how do you get a certain gamer or gamers hooked in the game, right? Now these are the kind of questions and a few more that I passed on to a particular I wrote to a game developer. I wrote to them because I said, look, if you guys carry on with your narrative, you're not, if you guys insist in thinking, oh, this is the way we should make this game, we're going to force this idea, we're going to do this way, we're just going to throw everything, that we think is good, but we're not going to consult with the gamer. We're not going to consult with someone like me, because I obviously, you know what I mean, I've been gaming for 20, 30 years, roughly, know what I mean? So it's over 20 years, definitely. So it's a lot of these game developers are not interested in finding out what gets the gamer excited anymore, right? In the past, a lot of game developer studios instinctively knew, or if not, they did research, right? And doing research in the game is really important because it's you wanna find out exactly it's almost like you're making this brilliant dessert or this brilliant pudding or whatever, you know what I mean? You're making this awesome plate, right? But if you don't research your ingredients and you don't research the amounts needed, precise amounts, and you just I'll be fine, you know what I mean? You just lie to yourself, right? And you make anything that you think is going to be good, but it turns out completely crap. This is what's happening with game developers. They you know what I mean? They're just coming up with some crazy shit and they're ruining the game industry. So this is why games like Suicide Squad, games like Star Wars Outlaws, I don't know, there's so many games that have come out in the last 2 years, right, that they just look terrible, really. They look absolutely terrible. And the reason is also because game developers are making cuts, right? They're making cheap choices, right, in games. So I understand times have changed and game developers have to try and be a bit more economical when designing games, and but just I mean, Suicide Squad was basically a suicide. Definitely, it's a terrible looking game, really. It's because there are videos on YouTube comparing Suicide Squad to Batman games, because it comes from the Batman era. You know what I mean? They're They're from the same kind of universe kind of thing, you know. Obviously, Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn is there. Know what I mean? Red is there. I don't know if you guys know some of these. Anyway, of course Harley Quinn, but this other guy, Red Hood, that's it, Red Hood. I don't know if Robin is there. Joker is there. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, these are characters from the Batman universe without Batman, basically. And they're, you know, V2 videos making a direct comparison to a game that's from that universe 12 years ago. And man, do the graphics look better 12 years ago compared to now? Yes. We're talking a massive difference. I'm not talking a tiny difference. We're talking massive differences. Like washed out, undetailed, just lazy as fuck, right? And so they make rushed games. They don't polish the games. They don't make their games look appealing and exciting, right? They just want to throw any crap in there and some political BS in the game. You know what I mean? They're crazy, honestly. And that's what's ruining the game industry. There's, believe it or not, Witcher 4 has been announced. I don't know if I mentioned that on my previous stream. And that's got some massive controversy right now. Massive controversy. Because a lot of Witcher fans are not happy with the way Ciri looks in the intro movie. Also that it, you know, her storyline doesn't go with the lore of the books, right? The books say something completely different to what they're showing in this intro for you know, The Witcher 4. I don't know, man. There's a huge backlash, and you know, I wrote to the new CDR Project Red, right? Because that's who the developer is. I wrote to them. This is who I wrote to, and I said to them, look, you guys should really do your market, your research, right? You need to understand, like, you need to ask yourself a question: why were games more successful 10, 12 years ago versus now? I'm saying because you know, the last 2 years have been terrible. The sales on games have sold less than half of what they did 10, 12 years ago. And why do those games look better when it's older tech, right? And we have newer tech. You're like, you know, we're living in more modern ages. We should have better graphics. No, we're getting shitter graphics, right? And yet games have been charged higher, way higher than it used to be a couple of years ago. So we're paying what, PS4 games we were paying around £50, right? Now for the PS5 we're paying £70. So it's a £20 jump, right? And some of these PS5 games just look absolutely terrible. They're not selling well, and the characters look shit. Like, seriously, the characters look shit. And they dare to introduce microtransactions, so you could buy skins and shit like that for a crap game. You're going, no, you're joking, dude. You are absolutely joking. So this is what's going on. There's a lot of crap going on. This is why I'm not playing really any like latest like a lot of the titles I mentioned, Star Wars Outlaws, you know, a few, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. The only game I reckon from last year that was really worth it, was it last year? That won the Game of the Year award nominations was Baldur's Gate 3. I really think that game is, you know, deserved it big time. And yeah, it was a massive success, for a, you know, they were really surprised, the game developers. They were so surprised at that, you know, their success on that game. But this year, the Game Awards have been absolutely crap. this game, Final Fantasy Rebirth, was a nominee, but wasn't a winner. Can you believe? And yet, less exciting, well-known games were like top. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Even that is like, nah, man. You know what I mean? Well, what I'm saying that, you know, these are shit times, really. I just hope things pick up, right? I tell you something, guys. I want games to be as exciting as they were 10, 12 years ago when The Witcher 3 was released. You know. I'm trying to think of this. There's this game called Far Cry 3. Don't know if you guys ever played it. Obviously, it's an older Far Cry. I'm telling you this now. That game may be 12, 15 years old, but let me tell you, the graphics on that game look way better than the graphics that we have in most games now. And that is maybe because the games are getting bigger now, so they have to decrease the graphical fidelity in games, you know, the graphical quality. So that's one drawback I think a lot of these games are making. Like, for example, this game is way bigger than Remake. It's way bigger, I tell you. But I can see the graphical sacrifices they've had to make for this game. You know what I mean? Because the bigger the world, the more space it's gonna obviously occupy in your hard drive, in my hard drive, right? This game is around 145 gigabytes. It's fucking huge. Dude, this is the biggest game I have on my console, and it takes up 2 times more than my regular games, than my regular PS5 games. It's crazy. It's massive. But I see in doing that, the sacrifice is the graphics, because Remake looks better than this game. Yeah, it's true. And that's no lie. I can tell you that now for sure. Yeah. Remake looks way more polished and a lot... yeah, it just looks better. But you see, like when I was playing Remake, you guys never heard me complain about the graphics. You never, right? Because I didn't have an issue. You never heard me complain about the brightness in the game, because that was an issue. But it was with this one. Why? You see, I think they struggled with that shit. They really did. They just did it. They didn't get it right, sadly. They didn't get it right. They should have, but I don't know what happened. Yeah. But, you know, it's difficult. It's very difficult to, I mean, these are the words from the CEO of, or let's say the lead game developer of Square Enix. You know, he said it's very difficult to create a Final Fantasy game, you know, because there's huge complexities involved, and like definitely with this game even more than Remake. Yeah. So yeah, it was a huge challenge for them, and there's a lot of things they got wrong, and you know, I think they had to patch this game a lot as well. Yeah, there was a lot of things they needed to fix as well. So, you know, far from perfect, but you know, I mean, they are one of the best developers out there, you know, if not the. So it's not easy. I need to give them credit for what they've done, you know, which ain't easy. Fuck, I keep... No way. I hate those club men, oh my god. There we go. Yeah, that, I don't know what happened there. They keep, you know what happened? They kept smacking the ground and sending red flying. That's basically what was happening. So I, obviously, if they send me flying, I can't land any blows, right? And when you're in the air, you could get hit. So very vulnerable, really. Yeah. But that's no biggie, because we can refresh here. We can get some health back. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I was just saying, you know, I really hope this year is a better year for gaming, because last year was so shit, so bad in gaming. You know,